Hi friends, Coach Miro Reljic here. Today I would like to talk to you about uncertainty and how do I manage uncertainty. Managing uncertainty is fascinating to me because as when I was a teenager, I lived through a civil war and I had to find a way to manage that uncertainty for 5 years. So I would like to share with you 3 tips that work for me, and they may not work for you, but they work for me. So those three tips are: number one. Number one tip is to find something that can make you feel good. So, for example, I like to rearrange the books behind me, or I like to water the plant, or sometimes I even talk to this plant and, call me crazy, but I like to talk to my plants. So, do something that'll make you feel good. Tip number 2 is to lower your news intake. This is really actually a problem if you're watching a lot of news every day for a few hours. It's a lot to process, and I know myself that when I watch a lot of news, I will become anxious, and that's not something that I want. So, but I, of course, I want to watch. I want to know what's happening around the world. So in the morning, I dedicate about 10 to 15 minutes to catch up and to see what's happening. So please try to limit your information intake if you can. And tip number 3 that helps me make certain uncertainty more certain in my own terms is to staying in touch with my family and friends. And this is actually really important. I know from my own experience that when there's a lot of it's really stressful, I tend to withdraw, and that's that's how I react, right? So you gotta reflect on that. How are you reacting to what's happening around you? So because I withdraw, I have to. I'm mindful of that. So I have to pick up the phone and I have to take my cell phone and text my friends, and that actually helps me with increasing certainty around me because I hear them, I talk to them, and I feel better. I feel more certain that everything is okay. And I talk to my partner about things, but one thing is really important. You might talk to your spouse or your kids or so on, but make an effort to actually to call your friends, to call your family, or anyone who doesn't live with you, so you can actually talk uh, to a wider audience, if you will, because then you'll get different perspectives, and you'll hear that they're okay, or they'll hear how are they doing. So those are my 3 tips in managing uncertainty in uncertain times such as this, and I hope this was helpful to you. So again, pay attention to little things, limit your news intake, and pick up the phone and call a friend or two. Hope this was helpful. Have a wonderful week ahead of you.